Praising Allah this afternoon, remembering Allah. All praises be unto God. Praising His holy name. Praising His magnificent name, His glorious name. For Him taking us from His glory to His glory to His glory. Whoa. You know, just keep on trying. You know, sometimes we have to walk this road alone. And the older you get, the easier it's going to be. Because you get so tired of people with their mixed up moods and attitudes, their user spirit, their hateful spirit, you know. And all of that. You know, they say 3 of your friends are live. Invite them to go live together. Oh, I don't know what 3 friends are they. If I don't know who they are, I'm not going to invite them. Because I ain't finna be on here arguing with nobody. I come on here to talk about prayer and go on with my day. I don't come on here to try to argue with nobody. I don't even know what language that is. So they don't even know what I'm saying, and I sure don't know what they saying. So why would I accept them? I don't accept people in different languages. I speak English. And I really don't, you know, I just come on here to try to do my little old show and do what I do. And that's in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. All praises be unto Allah, Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we worship, thy aid do we seek. Show us the straight path, the path of those who has bestowed thy grace, whose portions are not brought in wrath, and those who go not astray. Amen. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. All praises be unto Allah. Say He is Allah, the only one, the self-sufficient master, eternal, absolute. He begets not, nor is He begotten. And there is nothing equal or compatible unto Him. Amen. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. All praises be unto Allah. Please separate me from my sins as far as you have separated the east from the west. Oh, my Lord, cleanse me of my sins as a white robe is cleansed as dirt. Oh, my Lord, wash me of my sins with water, snow, and hail. Amen. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praises be unto Allah. When it comes to help of Allah and victory and not do or see if people enter Allah's religion in crowds, celebrate the praises of my Lord, for He's oft returning in mercy and grace. Amen. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praises be unto Allah. Say, I seek refuge with the Lord and cherisher of mankind, King, ruler of mankind, Lord, judge of mankind, from the mischiefs of the whispers of evil, who withdraws after they whisper, the same who whispers into the hearts of jinns and the people of mankind. You got to be careful of them people that want to whisper. They want to whisper in your ear, and they want to tell you something that somebody else said. You know, girl, I heard. Did you hear? You got to be careful. You got to be careful for them kind of people, because them people they call the bearers of bad news. You know, every time they come around, did you hear? Have you heard? Did you hear? Have you heard? You know, and everything like that. So that's what I'm on alert for. You know, because there's a lot of girls in my family. You know, and girls sure like to gossip. You know, sisters, you know. And I be having to check them. You know, they mad at me now, and I don't care. I'm mad at them too. They can stay mad. Because I'm going to check you when you wrong. You know. They call themselves, they be trying to check me and can't. They ain't old enough, they ain't smart enough. See, sometimes young people think that they so smart. But they know all things with their own ignorance, because they don't know that they ignorant, because they don't think that they ignorant, because they don't know what ignorance means. And they don't even have enough sense to get a dictionary and look up the word ignorant and see what do the word ignorant mean. You know, people be talking all this here talk, but nobody picks up a dictionary. I used to carry a dictionary in my purse. I literally did. And I was a drug addict. But I was still looking up words. If I heard somebody say something and I could break it down and find it in that dictionary, believe I was going to find it. I could go through a dictionary real quick right now. I ain't got to go on Google. I got 2 or 3 of them around here. Could go to one right now. know, you got to educate yourself. You know, just because we out of school, that don't mean that we stop learning. Oh, I got a GED, I don't need to learn nothing else. Yes, you do. You got to learn the level that you on right now. Why am I on this level? Why am I going through what I'm going through? Why am I going through all this? What's really going on? And the best part about it, if you love yourself and can ask yourself, what is in this for me to learn? What is in this situation for me to learn? Because sometimes we just think that we just outright know. And that's when we get in the most trouble. Jumping to conclusions. Jumping. You know, jumping the gun, as they used to call it. When you running track, you got to wait till that cap go off. If you don't, it's called jumping the gun, and you could be disqualified for that. I used to run track too when I was a young girl. I used to run. I was gonna break Wilma Rudolph's record till I started smoking cigarettes. You know, that ended that career. Quit. You know, little did I know, and I'm reading on the side. The Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoke is dangerous to your health, and steady more puffing. You know, so wonder I'm still living. You know, right now. But you know, we don't never know what's gonna change in a little bit. We don't never know when our health is gonna change. We don't never know. We don't know what's gonna happen now. And these are all the things on a daily basis that since we've been living in this world that Allah, God, has protected us from. We don't know what all He's protecting us from now. How did the building fall across the street and it didn't hurt nobody right in front of there? Didn't touch that woman's house. Big and tall as that building was, because it wasn't meant to. How did God know that all that was going to happen? Because He's an old God. He was here before the universe. You know, those of us that believe in Him know He was. You know, so you got to know who your God is. Say, know thyself and thy Father God Allah. Know thyself. There was some people on here yesterday, and his brother got on there, and they was calling him a prophet. And you know, it's two kind of prophets. One of them is Profit. That's for money. You the prophet for money. The other one is Prophet. That's the prophet that Allah sends. So I was just asking the question, you know, what is a prophet? And then I asked, what is the duty of a prophet? I think they kicked me off.
Oh, I know you did.
Because I'm going to ask, I got questions to ask. So you're not going to let nobody tell you know anything. When somebody trying to tell you what they is, you make them explain to you, well, what do you mean? What do that mean? Where do I find that out? Where can I do some research on that at? What is that about? What is that all about? You know, my great niece is friends with a man that owned a mortuary here. And they going out of town and to a funeral, going to Los Angeles, California. And, you know, she wanted to go with her friend, wanted her to go with her and everything. So my sister called, and my sister didn't know this guy. So she sent me a picture of him. I said, yeah, I know him. As far as I know today, a good dude. So then when my husband came back, I asked, he said, oh yeah, she in good hands. I called him and let him know who he was going to be responsible for. You know. See, when you know good people, I'm going to give you your props. And if you ain't, I'm going to say you ain't.
That's right.
And do the same for me. If you don't think I'm worth it, hey. And vice versa. Because what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to lie.
Not going to lie.
And I know that he stood there every day with my sister-in-law and helped take care of my father-in-law. I know he did that.
He did that.
He did that without doubt or contradiction.
He did that. Faithfully.
So, good people.
Faithfully.
Good people.
Yes.
You know. And I praise Allah for that. And I praise Allah that they have a beautiful trip and his uncle have a beautiful home going and that everything go according to Allah's perfect will and plan. And if they come, go in one piece, be in one piece while they're there, and be back in one piece. And then that goes for everybody that's traveling this Memorial Day weekend. Because we coming up on a holiday weekend. Like, what's the day? Tuesday, starting tomorrow. Wednesday's the break of the weekend. So starting tomorrow, it's getting ready to get crump. They finna turn up for real. Turn up for what?
Friday,
Or do they say turn down for what? Yeah, Friday ain't no more school for the rest of the summer. School's out. They used to say school's out forever. I said school's out for summer. School's out forever. Everybody be hollering, No, we wish school was out forever, but I'm glad that we had to go them years that we had to go, because look how little you learned.
Man.
12 years.
Didn't learn nothing.
Now 12 from 67 is what?
Woo.
That's 5.
55.
That's 55 years of other knowledge that I had to get in order to know how to run my life. Except for adding and subtracting and reading and writing, which is very important, because if you ain't got that, you got to depend on somebody else, unless you got some other tricks. For real, because I tell you what, I don't want nobody reading for me. If I don't have to have nobody read for me, and I sure don't want nobody counting my money.
No.
Because people count 10, 20, and throw a 5 or 10 over there, and there's 30, 40, and they'll start miscounting themselves. They so busy stealing your money.
No, I count my own.
Yeah, because people will steal. And I used to do all kind of fundraisers, and they think that I don't know that they were stealing money. I counted more people coming to you can never believe. I'm a counter. I counted everybody. I know how many people came through there, how many left, when they left, what time they left, and everything. My daddy taught me that. My daddy ran a nightclub, and he had a counter. Every time you come through the door, he click it. He say, "Top, my thumb be hurting from clicking." He ran a Mexican club. No, in a Mexican town in Denver, back in the day. And I counts.
Believe I count.
So, people be thinking that they be playing on you. They ain't playing on nobody but they self.
But they self.
They ain't playing on nobody but they self. And that's why people can't stand you, because they know that they done stole from you, they done lied on you and everything else. Because they been so busy trying to get your attention. Because if you ain't around them, they ain't gonna get no attention, because it's nothing about them that attracts. Say the only way you can get attention is that you got to have something about you that's attractive. That's why people do nasty stuff, like wear their clothes nasty.
Man. Showing their butt and everything else.
I mean, just filthy. It don't even make no sense. How some of these young boys be wearing their clothes, and these young girls be wearing their clothes. But in time will tell. And that's why when you get up in them churches and you see them Holy Ghost women, that's why they like that. Because they used to be like that. In the temple too. Yeah. You got some of us up in there. I know one thing, I used to cut up something serious. I can't speak up for nobody but me. And then I try to be a lot better now in my older age. Because when you get older, you start thinking, and things that didn't matter. They matter now. The way that I dress matter now. The way that I carry myself matter now. If I don't want to be arguing and fighting all the time, I ain't got to be around people that I allow myself to go to that zone with. Either they got to get away from me, or I got to get away from them. I'm living and I'm learning and I'm growing, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to let nobody get in the way. I'm too old. I done came too far. I'm not going to turn around for nothing or nobody. I don't care who it is. And that's where we have to get in our life. Because if we don't, people will use us. They will turn their back. The same one laughing and grinning in your face got a knife in your back right now. Because the only ones that can hurt you is the ones that's closest to you. One of Buddha's teachers, he say, don't even help nobody. Just stay to yourself. Don't even help nobody. Because then you ain't got to worry about all these ups and downs and turnarounds. And you wonder why people stay to themselves and don't want to come out of their house. They scared you going to steal something from them. They scared that you going to do something stupid.
Man.
People get tired of that stuff. Can't come and can't have no good dinner. Can't have no good this because somebody got an attitude. And then one person aroma can affect the whole room. Oh, no, 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 no. When that happens, it's time for everybody to go up out of here. Got to go. See you later. See you wouldn't want to be you. No. Say, and then that's when people get to think, oh, she's hateful. I don't care what you say. Because one thing for certain and two for sure. I know who pay bills in my house. And you got to know who pay bills in your house. You know, it was a lady, a young, older woman on here yesterday talking about, when did these kids start telling us what to do? Oh, Grandma, you can't do that. Oh, Grandma, where you think you wearing that to? I was dressing before you was born. I remember my baby daughter told me that I dressed it young.
Too young. Yeah.
And I said, well, how do an old person dress? But you want me to put on a old nasty dirty moo-moo and sit on the front porch with a can with some ice and water in it? The devil is a lie. I dress the way I've always dressed, nice and neat. Now you call it whatever you want to. Yeah.
I think it looks.
And she always got something to say. I said, but let me tell you something. I want y'all to get everything clear. Because I joined the temple. My brother is a Mo too. I joined the temple before my brother. I was in the temple when I got pregnant with y'all. Okay? So I was already a Mo. So don't play with me when it comes to no temple. Don't play with me when it comes to Allah and the Prophet, because Allah definitely comes first.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So whoever don't like it, they could tweet-a-lee.
Yeah,
tweet-a-lee, tweet-a-lee, like Michael Jackson say on that song. Yeah. Mockingbird. Rocking in the treetop all day long, rocking and rolling and singing that song. They can sing it all they want to. Because you got to realize one thing for certain and two for sure. Respect and demand is earned. And when you let people know that they can't disrespect you, that's when you just started earning your respect. You got to let them know that they can't run all over you like they out in the field finna pick lilies or something. No, you can't do that. Coming in people's houses, disrespecting their house. You don't do that. You don't go in nobody's house and disrespect. If you don't pay no bills in that house, you don't raise your voice in that house. That's just how that go. And you wrong if you doing it. You wrong if you doing it. If you ain't got no job, you ought to be on unemployment. If you ain't on unemployment, you ought to be working for DoorDash or something. You know, it's jobs out here.
Yeah, it's plenty of jobs. You can get a job now.
Because ain't no such thing no more as I ain't working at McDonald's. You better work where you can work, where you can make $1 out of 15 cents. You know, for real. Or you ain't going to have nothing.
Nothing.
You know, nothing. And who wants nothing? Who wants to walk around with nothing? Begging people.
No, don't do that.
You don't want to do that.
Don't do that. Please don't.
Yeah, but you know what? When you running around and you disrespecting your mother and your grandmother and your aunties and uncles and things, that's why people is down low like that. That's why they can't get up. Because they linked on somebody so long, they tore that person down. And now that person is gone, they ain't got nobody else to lean on. And they don't know how to lean on their doggone self. That's how stuff like that happen. That's why you gotta get out the net. Get out. Go fly bird. My sister said, Peggy, let them grow. They think they grown. Make them be grown. Quit helping them. Go out there. You grown. You say you grown.
My daddy said too. Sure did.
Baby. You say you what? You say you grown. Okay. Well, guess what? Grown folks take care of themselves. That's what grown folks do. Grown folks take care of themselves.
James Franklin said, I swear to God.
And you standing up on your 2 feet and you gonna stand up in your mama's face and call her out of her name? You wrong for that.
You wrong.
You gonna call your daddy out of his name? Or your auntie or your older brother or sister?
Yeah. Wrong.
You wrong for that. And somebody trying to help you. And you think you so all that you could go anywhere that you want to go and say whatever. No, you can't.
No.
Because you the needy one. The needy one and the greedy one. Because the needy is always the greedy. Yeah. Get up and get your young self up out there and make something out of your life. You got all your life to make something out of your life. And it's better that you start young. And the first thing you may want to start doing is praying.
First,
And just start trying to learn God.
you got it.
Because you're going to need his help if you disrespecting your mama. And I don't care who you are. And ain't nobody exempt.
That's right. Nobody.
Nobody. Then when she dead, then everybody want to get to screaming and hollering and
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do that.
So anyway, I'm going to close. I'm going to say this prayer. And I'm going to close. I wish everybody that's in the hospitals and nursing homes and every institution and any institution that they in, that they can find some kind of peace and solace in their life today. And asking Allah to show us how to open up our spiritual eye and how to open up our spiritual ear so we can see what he's saying to us and we can hear what he's saying to us and we can push it down and make it work in our hands and in our feet. And in your holy name I pray. Amen. Islam, great people.
Islam. Wow.
Thank you for tuning in.
That was beautiful.
Twice, Rena.
That was beautiful. You did something.
Block Box, Michelle Brass, Nene, Monica. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace and love, y'all.